Hello everyone. Today we're going to continue with Mousse. Oh, and I'm going to need to get my photo of Mousse open because we want to make sure we get the highlights and shadows done correctly. There we go. All right. So I'm going to go in dark here. So I'm going to go, there's a shadow here. So this is where I'm going to go in next. And we actually have Kated with us. Kated, say hello. Echo was in here, but yeah, I'm talking about you, mister. He just got a bite to eat and then he went back off to do his manly business. Oh, he came back. I'll show you. Echo, you want to come say hello? You don't often come and visit our streaming. Usually it's just the girls. I'm surprised she didn't pounce on him. Sometimes she gets territorial when she thinks we're doing something that should be for girls only. I'm trying to figure out how to do this where my hand's not blocking it too badly. The goal today is to finish Mousse. Kind of goes diagonal like this. There we go. No, don't put your paw in my cup of water. Put that slapper down. Sorry, Katie did just decide she was going to try and put her paw in my cup. Oh, are you investigating your clone now? I don't think you two have met yet. But anyway, back to Mousse. I'm working on the shadow area at the moment. No, do not put your paw in my water. Yes, you can take a drink, but you can't put your paw in it. I have a feeling she's going to remain difficult today. No, I'm going to move my cup, you guys. Hold on. Because now she just went to try and push it. And since she's blind, it'll take her a while to find where the cup has gone. Oh, Katie did. Oh, she's left. Since we've ruined her fun. But welcome, everybody. I'm working on Mousse today. We got the face done yesterday. So today I am working on the body. Oh, I need to make sure you guys can actually see what I'm doing. And if you have any, oh, hello, Alex. Does the H7WIG, does that pronounced Hellwig? But if you have any questions for me, you can go ahead and type them and I'll... Hello, Davi Silva Casta Holly. Hello, Samantha. I'm glad you guys were able to join me today. Our goal today is to get Mousse finished. Hello. If anybody has any questions, you can go ahead and ask. I would answer to the best of my ability. Thank you. Yes, I'm working on the shadow area so far with the true black. Hello. hello again. Oh, did you say hello in a different language this time? Because it's got the little translate symbol next to it for me. I know what that means now, thanks to Lola. Which haven't seen or heard from Lola yet today. I hope she's okay. But maybe she's asleep. It is late at night for her. Oh, thank you for the hearts. It is late at night for her in the UK. Yes, and so about that, because Etsy gives me a countdown for getting the shipping label printed, otherwise they cancel the order, I will tomorrow weigh Mousse with the package that will be intended for Mousse and put the label on it. Thank you. I know Mousse is a bit upside down for you guys right now, but that's what I tend to do is move my drawings around. And then once the art show is done, I will slide Mousse into her envelope with her label and send her off. So you will get a notification, an email through Etsy saying your package is off or whatever. But then when finally UPS picks it up later on, I wish I could do just art for a living. Partially, I'm an art teacher, an elementary art teacher. I teach kindergarten through 5th grade. So I do art, summer breaks, school breaks, evenings. And when my older students are just working on their projects, I'll sit down and work on my personal art and we'll just chit-chat and get to know each other and hang out and work on art together. With my littles, I kind of have to pace and keep more of a closer eye on them. But being an art teacher is my main source of income. And I don't regret becoming an art teacher. Art classes you had told me about. Trying to think about remember what that is. I know the Joslyn Art Museum here offers Thursdays for teachers where we often get to do, and it's for any teacher, not just art. And they offer a variety of classes of different art skills that can be used by math teachers, English teachers. They try and make it multi-curricular. And I have taken some classes through UNO that partnered with the Joslyn Art Museum. One time we got to it was some like archaeologist art class. I ended up in it by accident. I was really confused. I had no idea why I was there, but I wrote it out. But we got to actually x-ray a painting in the museum. We were split into groups of like 3 or 4, and each assigned a painting, and we had to like research the history. We actually got to go into the archives at the Joslyn Museum, and and see what information they had and where they got it from. And ours, it was a religious one, like of the communion, where it was like literally Jesus's body being consumed and like the blood coming from the piercing on his hand into the communion cup. But Jesus had 6 fingers on one of his hands because the painting had been destroyed at one point during a religious strife, and then someone had tried to restore it, not well, because Jesus had 6 fingers. And we got to x-ray it to see if there was like any sketches or paintings under the painting. There really wasn't. It showed that Jesus originally had 5 fingers based on the original artist sketch from way back when. But yeah, that was really cool to be able to like look through the museum archives and yeah, and when I supervise the elementary kids, but the older ones, like with 3rd grade and up, I'll usually, because I have 6 tables, I'll sit with the table for like 5 minutes, work on some art, tell them, okay, you keep being cool, and then I'll hop to the next table, hop to the next. So throughout work time, I hit all 6 groups, and then they get to see me doing art. Other than just like the examples I do for them, they get to see me as an actual artist and what personal art I'm working on. Now with the little ones, with the K2, as I circulate and answer questions, I carry yarn around with me in my pocket, so I crochet. They see me crocheting. Yes, yeah, Jesus was like a polydactyl cat with an extra, and it was like, I can't remember if it was an extra thumb or an extra pinky, but it was one of the end fingers that he had an extra of. Oh, a sticker wants to come. Trust pigeons. I don't know. I feel like pigeons are like people. Some you can trust and some you can't. The sticker thing is so random. I'm just worried about you getting Mousse and being like, this is a gray cat and I have a black cat. Because I had to do like the highlights with like the dark gray, light black. That's something I always worry about. Isn't in that Montoya, isn't that from Princess Bride? Oh yeah, because a six-fingered man killed his father in Princess Bride. Yes, I get the reference now. Okay, that took me a second. And then because of that painting, at the same time I was in a ceramics class, and also because I'm a fan of the Princess Bride, I actually made a sculpture where we had to like make our hand. But because I had to fix the palm and like flatten it out, ended up making the palm wider. So I just added an extra finger and I just said it was like the Princess Bride hand. And so I painted it black to look like that black glove he had on his hand in that movie. I had it, but then it was in the garage and it broke because my dad was using it. He was using it to hold screws. Yes, I do thoroughly enjoy working with clay ceramics. If I were to teach high school, if I were to switch to high school, which I wouldn't, I really enjoy working with my littles. It would be to do ceramics. Because in the high school setting, because, you know, there's so many kids, you usually teach life drawing or painting or ceramics or digital art. I don't feel like I can draw humans well enough to do the drawing class for high school level, maybe middle school, but I don't like drawing people, so I've never practiced it enough. I can draw people well enough to impress my elementary students. I can draw a wicked animal, though. So, but, yeah, I like working with clay. I don't really like working with clay with my elementary kids, though. Oh, my ice machine just did a big clunk. Because trying to do clay with 20 to 25, 5 to 10-year-olds, that's a lot. Oh, my ice machine's just on it today. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's like making a watery hiss sound. It's right behind me. I'm in my kitchen. I have found when doing with clay with the first and kindergartners, I only do it if I have 5th grade helpers or 4th grade helpers. Only has one art teacher. Yes, my high school was smaller and only had one teacher, so she taught everybody. The high schools in my district, we have a lot of high schools, and they're large and populated, and the arts are actually well funded. And especially since in my district, the kids are getting art from kindergarten once a week. So a lot of them do continue on. And they don't need like Art 101 in high school. They're ready to choose. Do they want to do ceramics? Do they want to do clay? Do they want to do drawing, digital? So there's usually each high school has 2 to 5 art teachers, depending on where they're at in the district. Because our district is the largest in the state. It is one of the largest in the Midwest. I think Council Bluffs is up there with us. I don't think they're as big as we are, though. I'd have to actually look up the numbers. But yeah. Well, that question took us down a rabbit hole. Okay. I do want to add some of this black just to the forehead, just because it's bothering me that it's so gray up here. There. That makes me feel a bit better. That way, even though there is the highlight, there's still some black. Oh, hello, Mousse. You are a sweet cutie. What is Mousse's favorite thing to eat? Has Mousse ever had mousse? Do they make like vanilla mousse? I know obviously Mousse couldn't have chocolate mousse because chocolate's bad for cats. But do they make mousse in other flavors? Oh, thank you for the hearts. But what is Mousse's favorite thing to eat? Katie likes hot dog buns. That's her favorite food. Echo just likes churro. Sammy loved carbs. Or people food. She only likes dry kibble and greenies treats. You know, I kind of want to get some of those like greenies treats because Echo has to be on wet food only due to a past urinary crystal issue that needed surgery to rework his pipes. So I'm always a little hesitant to give him crunchy treats that are not just like freeze-dried meat chunks or like freeze-dried bones because I don't want him to have a reoccurrence. He's had a lot of like litter box trauma from that. Oh, he actually came to join us. Hi, mister. Did you hear us talking about you? So, but he needs something to chomp on because he's already had to have 3 teeth removed due to tartar buildup. Let's see. Echo, Kiki, do you want to come say hello again? Oh, he rubbed on you guys. See, oh, do you love them all? So yeah, that's my Echo. Yeah, and Katie would eat them. Katie eats everything. I mean, she even eats dog biscuits. Because there's a bakery at the farmer's market that I sell at. That, I think it's called like the Sunflower Dog Bakery. She makes 3 flavors, but one of them has peanut butter in it. So, yeah, Echo's got a lot of good stripes. He's a tabby, but he's more black than anything else. But yeah, the dog bakery, I just one time took a sample home. It was a cheddar carrot, and Kate had loved it. She inhaled it, and she also likes the blueberry apple one. They're little star-shaped cookies. We call it her cookie time. I keep it in a cookie jar, so whenever I pop the cookie jar open, she starts spinning really fast and chirping. And Echo always sniffs them like, why are you're so stupid. Those are for dogs. Why are you eating them? So when her cousins come over, they're pugs. They were over yesterday. She and the pugs will sit down and crunch the cookies together because, they're actually dog biscuits. But she doesn't like any peanut butter dog biscuits. She's not a fan of peanut butter. Okay. There's that. And then, oh, here's the cap. I gotta make sure I don't lose these little caps. So now we're gonna start with 35, which is what I used here, I believe. Because next to the chocolate area, it's lighter. Like, it's still black, but it's lighter. So, let's see how it looks. I just don't want it to look too gray. But yeah, Echo's had a good day. He had a lot of catio time. He, when I came home from my run, after I finished eating and cooling down and showered, because he's like, you stink, mother. He got on my lap and he kneaded me and gave me a massage and some purrs to help with my recovery. He only really does that on the days I run. Or I guess, no, he doesn't really do it when I do long bike rides either, just on the days I go out for a run. I always tell him when I head out, I'm going out for zoomies. You know, because like how they zoom around the apartment and stuff. Oh, another sticker. Favorite time of day. I like getting up early. My alarm goes off either at 3 or 4 in the morning, depending on my plans. I like to get up and get out and go for a run before the sun rises. And like get to at the very edge of the sky, you can see just the pre-dawn light starting to light up. And the moon is out and the stars, and it's quiet and it's chilly, especially in the winter when I can see my breath. I love being out in the very early morning, end of nighttime. Echo's now eating. See, he eats at the top of a changing table. That used to be when I got that when I had Sammy, so I could test his blood. Well, Mouse is like, hey, Sam is up, you get up. But now Echo eats up there because his food triggers Katie's seizures. So far, knock on wood, she hasn't figured out how to get up to his food there. Because everywhere else, if she figures out how to get up there, we're going to have to, like, build a shelf up on the ceiling up there for him to, like, jump up to eat. Because, criminy, that girl is very food motivated. And then for her feeder, I actually had to, like, glue the door that opens and closes, hot glue it, because he would just, like, grab it with his claws and pull it out and then eat all her food, because she has kitten food. Hey, someone's trying to call me. I wonder who that is. I'm just going to scroll up and make it go away. I don't feel like it's probably spam. I'm getting a lot of spam calls. No, mine know not to wake me up. It's always a... Kate is anything motivated. You tell her she's pretty and she's motivated. How would go away? Go away. Uh-oh, did it? Oh, no, did I was about to say, did it stop the streaming? Every cat I start to live with goes through a transition period where they try and wake me up at night. I'm not a very kind person when 10% conscious in the middle of the night. My instinct is to push. And so every cat goes thunk off the edge of my tall bed. And some cats need a few thunks. And I'm not trying to hurt them on purpose. It's just my instinct reaction when but they do know that when my phone makes a certain alarm noise that I am free to be pestered. And then they come up and they pester me and get up, get up, get up. And I'm like, okay. So they eventually learn until they hear that certain song, Bother Mother at Your Own Peril. And they're always free to join me in bed, but they know to go not on the edge side, because I sleep here on the edge. They know to go around me and sleep over here. And they also learn not to lay right by my feet, because I tend to, as I roll over quite often, kick my legs out real hard to stretch before I roll. And there have been times they've gone thunk over the edge of the bottom of the bed. Which, again, I'm not trying to kick them on purpose, just... So yeah, if I'm here, they lay this side. And I take up like maybe 25% of the bed. So they've got a whole 75% to lay on. I have been trained by past cats not to lay on a lot of the bed. Okay. I'm liking that. I just need to add a little bit more. Thank you. I'm glad you like her. I need to add, let's see, what is this one? 35? So 45. 45 needs to now go here. It's not, the bigger the number, the lighter the gray. So I'm going to blend it a bit here along the edges. Hello, Sarah Shubik. I hope I said that right. Hello. I'm glad you could join us. I am finishing Mousse here, and then I'm going to work on the background because I have until 6, so I have 37 minutes until Katie needs her medication. Okay. Blend that there. That makes me feel better. Oh, and I know I said I was going to talk about George Seurat today, but after my run, I had the most horrible headache. So I ended up just kind of laying down and resting. So I didn't look up more information on him. I won't be going live tomorrow because tomorrow is my day to hang out with my friend in the evening. And I'm not sure about Saturday because Saturday I have the farmer's market, and I might be taking my dad out for Father's Day because he has plans to do things on Sunday. I don't know what. Alrighty. There we go. Just kind of fill in some of these gaps here with the lighter gray so it still matches the rest of the theme here. All right, for Mousse, do you have a specific color you would like in the background? Susanna. Because I tend to go with, let me show you my default. If nobody gives me a recommendation, I tend to go with this for the background, kind of a bluish gray. But if you have a color you would prefer for Mousse's background, I can then test the colors that I have and you can pick one out. Oh, don't make it up to me because I'm never good at choosing. Like, is Mousse a pink girly or a purple girly? Does Mousse wear a collar? What color is Mousse's collar? Or favorite toy or bed? Well, we don't want to go with anything too dark. No collar, okay. I don't give mine a choice. Since Echo likes to go out and sometimes jumps the catio fence, he has to wear one. Katie wears one so I can hear when she's seizing. Because her collar will jingle, jingle, jingle. All right, let me put these grays back real quick. 35, 25, 15. All right, they're in order. We don't want to go too dark. So let's put our tester next to Mousse. This color is kind of calling out to me. Thank you. What do you think of that? It's not too dark, not too light. Otherwise, this one looks nice. That one's a little too dark. That one's darker than I thought with the lid. We could go green to match the eyes, but I don't know if I want to go that route. I'm not feeling that mint. I don't really think I have maybe this light purple. Ooh, this light purple might really go well. All right, we're gonna go with the purple, I think. The purple speaks to me. So unless you have something specific you want in the background, I'm just gonna do the background a solid this. Okay, because we want Mousse to mainly be the highlight. It's not like with, because like I know I did do a lot of background with Gonzo, but that's kind of like Gonzo's vibe. Oh, something with flowers. Ooh, what do we think, Susanna? Should we put a flower with her? Maybe. Okay, here's my thought. Maybe if I do a light purple, and then I could just do like a sprinkling of little flowers in the background. But see, now we got to choose a complementary color to go with this purple. So where's the, oh, here's the tester. I have two testers. All right, so we have this purple. We don't want to do anything too dark. What about this pinkish purple? Would this go well? That's too dark. What about this one? We don't want anything too... I want it to be kind of subtle. Ooh, that might look good. Let's do a tester. We have a chunk of purple here. And I'm going to be doing the dots. I just want to see how these look together. Hold on, let me wave it so it'll dry so it doesn't bleed. Okay. And then if I would do little flowers like that. Yeah, I think these colors look good together. Because if I go any lighter with the pink, it will disappear. Otherwise, we could do maybe... All right, what do you like better, the blue? I feel like the blue is more subtle. Okay, instead of saying yes, can you guys say blue or pink? The pink has more pop. The blue is more subtle. What do you guys think? Blue or pink for the flower? I'll leave blue. All right. I did kind of like the blue too. All right. Oh, but now we've got two pinks. Oh, shoot. Well, it is for Susanna's cat. So if Susanna wants pink, Susanna shall get pink. Because Susanna is the one who actually owns Mousse. So, I don't know if I'll get to the flowers tonight. That might be something I do in the morning. I do like the blue. I do personally like the blue too. I agree. I need to put something on top of Mousse so that I don't make fingerprints and get the black on my fingers. Now, Susanna, when I send Mousse to you, do you want me to laminate this or just send you as raw paper? Because some people like it laminated and some do not. What if we do blue and pink? Just the raw paper, okay? Because, like, we have both here, and I would space them out. Maybe we'll do both. Oh, did I put the blue back? Let me grab the blue back out. All right. So, I know now all you guys are seeing is a strip of purple. It is 4 by 6, so it is small. So, as you can see, my hand fits on it. They're small papers. It's kind of hard to see. Let me lift my phone up. There you go. They're 4 by 6, which allows me to get them done in 2 hours. Sometimes 2.5. So it's not very big. It's the size of a standard photograph. So like this is a standard photograph. And they're the same size. Because I was doing 5 by 7. Yes, you can frame it. I was doing 5 by 7s. But I discovered 5 by 7. No, it was not 5 by 7. It was 6 by 9. 6 by 9. I like doing 6 by 9. That's the size I have for Dandy's story. But it's really hard to find a picture frame that is 6 by 9. You'd have to get it custom. So usually picture frames in general come in 5 by 7 and 4 by 6. So that's why I switched to the 4 by 6. Because the 4 by 6, here, hold on, let me grab this real quick. I've done a 4 by 6 of Katie did. So you can have a little picture frame like this. And it would fit in a frame like this. This is just a basic Walmart frame. And Mousse would fit in the frame. Because, yeah, I'm going to have to, though, you know what? I might actually send it, yeah. It might, if you want, because I'm going to have to get frames or matting done for these to display them. Well, Alexis, if you send me a picture of, okay, 2 options, Alexis. Okay. Option 1. You can do like what Susanna's doing for Mousse. I'm doing it for a future art show. And then, so she's going to have to wait till the art show's over to get Mousse. But if you would prefer to have it more sooner, on my Etsy page, which I think I have the link for it in my bio on YouTube, I do have a listing for, you can commission me to make your pet portrait. And I can laminate it or not. You can have raw paper or laminated. I don't have a definite date yet for the art show. The gallery is currently, their schedule is full for the summer and early fall. So I'm just kind of in talks with them right now. Because they just had their like 1 year anniversary, so they have a big event going on right now with that. I actually have a piece in that show, just one. A lightning storm. But I'm hoping it would be before the end of the school year. Or not the end of the school year, the end of this calendar year. Sorry, as a teacher, school year, calendar year. I have 2 different types of years. But yes, Alexis, if you you can commission me to make one. And I could do it on live stream too if you want me to. That's not explicitly said in the listing on my Etsy shop. Sure, you can tell me something. I mean, don't tell me that you murdered somebody. I don't want to become an accomplice. Yes and no. I can, if you would prefer to have Mousse sooner, I can send Mousse to you. Like now, I could send her to you tomorrow. But if I send you to her, I send her to you now, she would not be included in the art show. And if she's in the art show, she would not be for sale because you have already called dibs and purchased her. But if you would like, I can package her. Okay, then as soon as she is finished, I will package her up. That will be tomorrow because we'll get as much done as we can of the background today. And then I might have to finish, like I'm going to do the purple here with the flowers and purple here. I don't know if I'll get 100% done before 6 o'clock my time. But you're welcome. Usually I do plan on going for another run tomorrow morning. I usually by 7 a.m. am done and home and showered. So usually 7 to 8 o'clock, I sit at the table, I rehydrate. Hi, Katie did. Katie wants to know why we aren't all focused on her. Really, you're gonna step on Mousse? I don't know if Mousse wants to be stepped on. But then usually, like 7:30 to 8:30, I'm at the table just drawing, cooling off, rehydrating, drinking my smoothie. This morning I actually, because, well, yes, mine would be taking sun baths if I had let them outside. Hold on, I want to show you guys. So when I was at the farmer's market last Saturday, Kaden, I'm gonna have to move you. The book I'm working on for Kaden got water damage because there was a sudden storm that just out of nowhere. So today, yeah. So today I actually started redoing. I got some graphite transfer paper, and I've restarted her cover. That's what I did this morning. Oh, well, yeah. Mine, Kaden will sunbathe inside. What do you have? Nothing. Okay. Next to the big patio window is where mine sunbathes, because in my apartment there's only so many places. It's bedroom window or patio window. But Echo prefers to do his sunbathing outside, but I have the catio. I told him we're closing up shop. He knows what that, I've said that so many times now, they know what that means. Closing up shop means catio is closed for the day. But they get access to it quite early. Sometimes I open it up at like 3 or 4 in the morning while it's still a bit dark out. Oh, I always wanted to learn Japanese, but I just, sorry, rabbit hole. I'm just not good with verbal languages. I'm fluent in sign language. During COVID, when we teachers were stuck at home, but we still had to do like professional development stuff, I signed up for some free, and then at the college I paid for American Sign Language classes. So I can do sign language because that more translates easier to English. Then conjugating all the bloody verbs for he did, she did, I did, you did, we did, they male, they female, formal, informal. That's where I get lost, is all of the conjugating. But with sign language, there's no conjugating. And a lot of the little words like is, it, the, they don't exist in sign language. You don't say like the cat is black. You just, cat, black. Point to the cat, sign black. Oh, I think everybody has left me. It says there are 0 viewers. I'm all alone. Oh, wait, you're still here. Okay, so I don't understand. Okay. Oh, so, you only started learning 2 days ago? So you're not fluent then? I tried learning Russian at one point, but I didn't get very far with that either. Oh, you're still here. Okay. I don't think that little person with the numbers next to it is accurate for me then. Okay, so it says I had 0 then 1, but there's 2 of you here, so I don't think YouTube knows how to count. It needs to go back to kindergarten. Katie, do you have a crinkle baby? Oh, she's playing with one of her crinkle babies. As long as she's not stomping all over Mousse. But I wish you all the luck in learning Japanese. Japanese, and my dad was born in Japan, so I have a lot of, because my grandparents were stationed there military-wise, so I just in general collect a lot of Japanese stuff. I'm a big fan of their culture. Oh, their food. I love Japanese food. Like, I don't cook, but I'll cook Japanese food. Never mastered the sushi making part, but I can make a mean onigiri. I can make some really nice bento box meals, some nice Japanese soups. I eat sushi rice just about every day for lunch. I have a rice cooker. I think my brother got it for me. Oh, you're only in 2nd grade? Oh my gosh, you're a child. Oh, no, okay. Question about the sticker. Was it the one of her in the tunnel? Or was it her as a fairy? Because I've sent out a couple of different type of stickers, but now I'm not sure. Hello, you think I sound cool? Ooh, the Therian. I just recently learned what a Therian is. I once had somebody on my stream with me who was making Therian masks. I feel so intelligent. But Alexis, you being in 2nd grade, that might make it easier for you to learn Japanese because younger brains learn languages easier. So, do you dress as a Therian? Or have a Therian? Well, it kind of looks like it in your profile picture. I'm old and it's tiny. Like, I don't know if that's actually you, though, wearing a Therian mask. But I so badly want to visit Japan. Oh, yeah, and you're only 8. That makes sense for 2nd grade. Ooh, a whole collection of masks. I am so jealous. I have the tunnel one and the one with her holding a paintbrush. Oh, the one of the paintbrush in your art. Okay, that's the one I've created. The one with the tunnel was created by, okay, give me a second. What's her name? I can see it in my head. Gruffy. Her cat is Gruffy. On Blue Sky. Tay. I mean, as a teacher on a teacher salary, I don't think I'm ever going to get to travel overseas. I would love to go to England because I'm a big fan of Doctor Who. I'd love to go to Germany because I was born there, but we moved back to the States when I was a toddler, so I don't remember anything. I'd love to go to the Louvre, because as an artist and an art teacher, I'd love to see the art in the Louvre. And I'd love to go to Japan, but realistically, I don't think I'm ever going to leave the States. I can go to Canada. There is a marathon race here in the States where you start in, I think you start in Wisconsin, and you somehow go over, thank you, her name is Mousse. Like the dessert, not like the animal moose. But you go over the border into Canada, do a little bit, and then come back and end in the United States. I might do that marathon or half marathon one day. I'd have to update my passport. Oh, you're in Canada. Cool. I used to live in North Dakota, so my parents would, so I don't have my northern Canadian accent too much anymore. There are a few words when I pronounce them, my kids are like, that's not how you say it. And we argue about it. Why are you eating paper? Is it at least like candy paper? How old are you? Paper is something my students do. Don't eat paper, unless it's candy paper. Because they like make candy floss and candy cigars. All right, we're going to pause on the violet. An excuse for my 7th grade. One time, one of my students, they were daring each other. I think this was what I had 6th grade? No, I think they were still 5th graders. And I turn around and they're eating, and I think it was blue or green tissue paper. Because we were like tearing it and crumpling it, using it to build something. And I turn over and he was eating it. And I'm like, why? And now he's like, no, I didn't. And I'm like, your mouth is green. And it wasn't green when you came to art. And now I have to email your mother so in case she has to take you to the ER, she knows what they have to pump out of your stomach. Obviously, they're not going to pump tissue paper out of the stomach. It dissolves like cotton candy. But, I wanted to put the fear of God into that child. Stop eating my art supplies. And then he was like crying, I'm going to have to go to the hospital. You're never going to eat my stuff again. His mother thought it was hilarious. Well, okay. You like paper? My cat just likes, if I leave paper like on the floor, Echo will pee on it. Sometimes he'll poop. He has litter box trauma from past things at his past home. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I do think we went with a good choice with going with both. And with the purple. I think that'll really like accent Mousse. Especially with her being a black cat, that can seem kind of like plain. So I think she does need something to pop. Yeah, okay, well, I can't say I never ate anything. In high school, we had a dare to when we were in... yes, I saw you did a whole bunch of Japanese, Alexis, but I didn't know how to respond because I didn't know what you're saying. But we all ate... I'm assuming by paste she means like Elmer's glue. But we would eat little pieces of clay. Everybody, if they were going to be true artists in our group that ate lunch in the art room, you had to eat a piece of clay. It honestly just kind of tastes like the smell of dirt. You know how like when it rains, there's the smell of like muddy dirt? That's kind of what it tastes like. True, paste is thicker than glue. Nowadays, we only really use Elmer's glue. Did you guys know Elmer's glue can separate like milk? You know, like milk, it gets curdles on the bottom, it gets watery on the top. Elmer's glue will do that. And so if you find one like that and you pour off the watery separatedness, the stuff left behind is really thick, chunky Elmer's glue. That's probably more like paste. Are you talking about the clay or the glue? With a tongue depressor, so like a popsicle stick. But tongue depressors, that'd be like a fatter popsicle stick. Interesting. I used to put the glue on my desk, wait for it to dry, and then I used to create monsters out of Legos that I would sneak into my desk, and then I'd peel off the strips and pretend that's what my monsters would eat. Yes, tongue depressors are like popsicle sticks, but they're a bit thicker and they're whiter. I like those. What did we use those for? We used those for a project, and I had to hunt some down. But man, when I buy them for annual order, you get like a box of 3,000 of them, and they last for a good couple of years. Ew. I wouldn't eat Gorilla Glue either. I wouldn't eat any glue. Now, I will say one time in 5th grade, I had the glue bottle and my water bottle at the top of my desk together, and I was thirsty, and I picked up the glue bottle without thinking, went to take a drink, and I realized, oh, shoot, not my water bottle. And so I almost unconsciously drank the glue, but I didn't. My brain and I caught ourselves. So, a sickness of pica? Yeah, maybe. I know my mom's pug likes to eat rocks. So she's obsessed. They have to like hold her leash up so she doesn't like eat rocks. She's a dumpster, that dog. Echo likes to eat the strings from when he scratches at his like cat tree and like there's little threads. Yeah, okay, fun story about eating things. So I had a kindergartner, and instead of dipping his paintbrush like we've been working on, he scooped it, and it was blue paint. And of course, a great big blunk glob fell on the table, okay? And instead of just asking for a napkin, he licks up the glob off the table. Then he looks at me with a blue mouth and goes, "That didn't taste good." No, child, I don't think it would taste good. That family was not the brightest crayons in the box. There were like 7 of them, all boys. I always told the next one what the eldest had done. Yeah. I was back in my first year of teaching, too, and I just, shook my head and was like, well, that's a life lesson right there. And he never ate anything else. I might put one, like, peeking out from behind her. Maybe one peeking out from the top here. One up here. Maybe one here. Like that. Okay, there we go. This one needs to be a bit more expanded. Okay. And he was the only one in that family that ate anything after I told all the siblings the story. It was never repeated. He became the life lesson. Kind of like there was one student. Oh, fun story. Okay. So I actually did have a 2nd grader at one time tipping his chair, and I kept telling him to knock it off, and of course he didn't, so he fell backwards, conked his head on the table behind him, on the edge of the table. Whole big deal. I had to go to the nurse's office, check for concussion. Didn't crack his head open, but whatever. I'd say you should have it within a week. Because if I mail it tomorrow and they pick it up, it'll sit and process Friday night, and then Saturday it'll probably get on the truck and head out. And I'm assuming by Friday next week latest, you should have it. Because Los Angeles, California, I'm in the Midwest. So if I'm in the middle and you're here, it's not like it's got to go all the way across the country. It's just got to go from the middle to you. So I'd assume by Friday next week latest, you should have it. And they will provide you a tracking number through Etsy. But no, okay, so that kid kept tipping. He tipped his chair, hit his head. Fast forward, now I have a story rug in my classroom. And the para, she finally retired, thank goodness. She wasn't paying attention, tripped on my rug, and spilled red paint on my nice yellow paint. It looks like a paint palette. So now there's this red stain. So I have combined the stories to the kids who won't stop tipping their chairs. I'm like, you keep tipping your chairs. Look at my rug. See that red stain? That's blood. A kid tipped his chair, and he cracked his head open like an egg, and now he put brain blood on my carpet. Do you want to put more brain blood on my carpet? And they're like, holy crap, there's blood on the carpet. It's not, it's red paint. The kids stopped tipping their chair once I put the fear of them that there's blood on the carpet. It's actually just red paint. Once they get older, we laugh about it. All the 5th graders know that's actually red paint. But they keep the secret going because they think it's funny too. Where do you live, like in your country? I live in Nebraska. So, United States, Nebraska's in the middle. Lots of corn. Corn and beef. It's what's for dinner. Dun, dun, dun. That's a commercial they run a lot on TV. A lot of corn, a lot of beef. We've got a really cool zoo, though. I haven't been there in a while. It is. I do like oral storytelling. Ooh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Did you do anything fun for your birthday? Did you eat any yummy snacks? Oh, I'm glad. It's never fun to have a bummer for a birthday. I went through a few years where my mom is an alcoholic, and there were some years, I don't know why, my birthday was triggering, and she'd get super drunk, and she'd call me in the morning and mentally, verbally abuse me and harass me, and we went through some, but my brother always made sure to make up for it. He would always cook me a really nice steak and a great big pot of mashed potatoes I could keep for myself. So yeah, I'm really glad to hear that you had a good birthday. After going through some bad birthdays myself, I always try to make sure other people are having a good birthday. But she's been better the past few birthdays. I don't know what it was around in November that was triggering her, but she seems to have gotten past it. So that's good. She wasn't an alcoholic until I was older. She was actually really good when we were kids. I was getting ready to move out. So, empty nest was beginning. And her father passed away. And so her father passing away when she never really got to mend her relationship with him sent her first down the spiral. And then I was moving out, so she felt like I was just, abandoning her. And then her mom got diagnosed with dementia after several, because before she got officially diagnosed, when people have dementia, they're not necessarily always the nicest people. And she kept calling mom and verbally abusing her and bringing up really bad memories of past trauma and dumping on mom. And that was causing her to spiral more. My birthday's November 8th. Oh, goodbye. I hope you're able to join me another day. And I hope you have a fabulous day or night, wherever it is for you. So yeah, it's only been for me as an adult and my brother as an adult that she's been like this. And since Grandma has passed, it's rocky. Anniversaries are hard. Mother's Day, Grandma's birthday, the day she passed. Things that spark memories are hard, and then she tends to just go into the bottle. Dementia's hard. Dementia and Alzheimer's are hard. So, actually, speaking of her, because when she was having dementia, she was not necessarily the best person. I will say that. But before all that, my grandma was an amazing woman who did a lot for me and my brother. That was her. She and her third husband got married in Vegas. They loved gambling. So, I was born in 1990. You were born in 2018? You are such a baby. But yeah, you did mention you were only 8 years old. So yeah, that was my grandma. I do miss her. I often have dreams where we're out somewhere, like at a restaurant or on a vacation, and it's usually my mom, my dad, brother, her, Gary was her husband, and oh my, so even I'm a baby to you. Sorry, Susanna. Um, but be proud of your year. Um, and we're always having a good time. One time we were arguing over which was better, the banana or blueberry muffins. So whenever I have dreams where she visits, it's always a good dream. I have a good time with her when she visits me in my dreams. Because, other than the last few years when dementia was really robbing her, she was a really good grandma. And she was always really supportive. She was great to animals. She could save any plant. You could give her a dead plant, she'd bring that thing back to life. That makes sense, Alexis, since you have that as your username. My legal birth name is not Sam, but that is what I go by. And then the Mindy comes from the cat I used to have when I first started my channel. I am Sam. She is Mindy. Together we are Mindy. Yeah, she was always, my mom said they grew up with a zoo. They had lizards, snakes, spiders, hamsters, guinea pigs, dogs, cats, you name it, they had it. And so Grandma was she was great with dogs and cats, just great with animals and plants. She would talk a rock's ear off. She was the most social person. Most of the time, she didn't watch TV or anything. She would sit out on her porch, and as people would walk by, she'd just chit-chat with them. And if they were going for a walk, she'd just join them and chit-chat. She did, once she was a good woman. She had a lot of trauma happen to her in her past, but yeah, me too. Grandma was an extrovert. She actually, her mom, my great-grandma, in the 50s, went to summer camp. And when she got home, there was a brand new baby in the family. So my grandma grew up thinking she and my great-grandma were sisters. So she didn't find out that her sister was actually her mom until she was a young adult. And then she never got to find out who her father was. Grandma took that on her deathbed. Our great-grandma did. So, yeah. A lot of stuff happening. Oh, you're in a combo class. One of the schools, because, okay, since being art, I teach at 2 small schools. And one of my schools does combo classes. Last year, we had a combo first grade, second grade class. So introvert and extrovert are 2 different types of people. Extroverts are the more like outgoing, social. They like to be around a lot of people. They like being out in groups and doing a lot of events and stuff like that. Their batteries recharge by being around people. Introverts are more the quieter people. They prefer to spend time alone.